Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and I am here to share with you my quick unboxing and my first impression of my Surface Go 2. But then let me start with the Surface Leaves that I'm actually kind of digging right now. I didn't expect that I would love this. It comes free with my Surface Go 2, and this one is made out of water resistant fabric, and the color of this one is what actually caught me off guard, because I thought this comes with a bright red color, but it turns out that it comes with a pastel red color. The zipper is well made, and the interior seems to be like, oh, this is just the instruction manual. The interior seems to be very smooth, and yes, this one is very smooth. So this is a water resistant fabric, like I said. But now let's start with the unboxing of my Microsoft Surface Go 2. Alright, for the real star of the show, my Microsoft Surface Go 2. So I'll be using this Microsoft Surface Go 2 as a tablet alone without any keyboards. So I'll be primarily using this for note-taking, as my class right now is heavily dependent on ebook and tables. In addition, I am also wanted to use this for some light media consumption, such as watching movies or watching YouTube, browsing the web, and so on. So out of box, this one comes with instruction manuals and a charger. Although I find this a bit light, I actually thought that I will be getting the same charger as my Microsoft Surface Book 3, but it turns out that this is not the same charger as my laptop, but this one is a 24-watt charger, which I think is enough. Now let's dive in a bit deeper to see what the base model of Microsoft Surface Go 2 has to offer. So I am not going to bore you with specs, but like I said, this Microsoft Surface Go 2 is the base model, and I'd like to put this to test to show how bad or good this can get. But by the way, this tablet is beautifully wrapped, and it feels satisfying to take its wrap. So focusing now on the Surface Go 2, this one is made out of magnesium alloy, which feels great and premium in hand. And it also sports 10.5-inch Pixel Sense display and a 3.5 aspect ratio with a Gorilla Glass. On the left side I should say, there's nothing much in here. On the bottom is where you can attach the keyboard attachment in case that you'd like to use this with keyboard. While on the right side, we have the charging port, the USB-C, and the 3.5mm jack. On the top, it's where you can find the volume rocker and the power button. Wait, oops, I accidentally turned this on, but that's okay. I'll just open the kickstand for you guys to see. But one thing that I kind of noticed here is that the Gorilla Glass 3 is a bit reflective, while the kickstand on the other hand is well made and seems durable for various viewing and writing angles. So I will be setting this up right now. So like I said, this first impression would focus more on the tablet usage of this Microsoft Surface Go 2. So without further ado, let's dive deeper. Alright, so I decided to delay this first impression for a little bit because I've been receiving a lot of system update that's been occurring during my setup. So fast forward, I'm currently been using this for about a week now, and my primary usage for this device is for digital note-taking and for some light media consumption. By the way, just a heads up, I decided to keep my Microsoft Windows Go 2 in Windows 10s mode and turn on the tablet mode all the time, because I will be relying mostly to Microsoft apps, and I currently made a shift from Chrome browser to Microsoft Edge as my main browser. In addition, I also want to put to test how true the Microsoft's claim of a better performance in S mode and in tablet mode. The first thing that I've noticed upon using this tablet is first, the performance. The base model with 4GB of RAM with an Intel Pentium Gold 4425Y performs okay in most part. It's not the fastest, but it's definitely not the slowest. So loading of apps or loading of web takes a couple of seconds, including some of the media streaming app. Takes a couple of seconds. It's not really that slow, but it's not really that fast as well. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind. The only time that you will be noticing some slowdowns is that the moment you started opening a lot of apps and a lot of tabs all at the same time. So that's the time that you will started to feel that it's starting to slow down a bit. But it's nothing really like, it didn't make the experience too laggy, but it's mostly like a slowdown. Installing system updates, new apps, or downloading contents takes a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but slowdowns only happens when I open 4 to 5 apps with multiple tabs open on my Edge browser. So my advice, keep your usage to a minimum. So overall, as of my usage, the performance is quite better than I expected. So now let's talk about my digital note-taking experience and my ebook reading experience. So as of my week of usage, digital note-taking gives me nothing but a great experience. I don't feel any difference compared to my Surface Book 3. There is no writing delays or no noticeable lags. Palm rejection works great in most times. Ebook experience, on the other hand, is a bit of a mixed bag. I say that because downloading the ebook would take a while, so I would remind you guys to download your ebooks early on before you go to your lectures, because downloading the content would take a while. Probably that has something to do with the processor. And also loading times is okay, but then overall the reading experience is still comfortable. It's more of like the downloading and the loading of the content, especially if there are a lot of images. It would take a couple of seconds of delay. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, I don't have any plans of using this for video calls because I'll be relying on my Surface Book 3 for those things most of the time. But this one has a 5 megapixel camera on the front that is capable of 1080p, and an 8 megapixel camera that is capable of 1080p as well on the rear. So this is what it looks like when you turn off the tablet mode, while my battery life lasts to about 8 hours. So if you guys are planning to use this device outside the tablet mode, then I would definitely advise you to get the detachable keyboard. It is a bit costly, but then that would make the experience much better. But then if you just want to use it as a tablet, always turn on the tablet mode. So there you have it, my quick unboxing and my first week impression of my Microsoft Surface Go 2. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.